Hi everyone, today I want to share an update on my strategy to retire early. So I'll be talking about the following. My retire early goal, then I'll break into smaller steps. My personal finance, we will be talking about my salary, how much I save per month, my dividend strategy, some metrics that I like to consider, and how far or close I'm from my goal. So without more delay, let's start it. So first, let's discuss about my retire early goal. I have even recorded a video before on the channel about it, and I want to retire as early as possible. I'm thinking to retire in 10 years, which is like a very aggressive goal. It's kind of hard to, when you take a measure like that, I want to retire in 10 years. So I decided to break into small steps because to be a bit more reachable. And I think it's important when you have a goal, a long-term goal, we break it down in small pieces and we can celebrate small by small victories till we achieve that goal. I think this is more motivating. Success is motivating. So every step that we succeed, we'll be with more energy, we'll be renewed, so we can move forward to the next step. So that's how I will start tracking my dividend retired early progress step by step. So the first step will be reaching a portfolio of 10,000, then the next goal will be 25,000, then 50,000 till 100,000. And I didn't put nothing further than 100,000 yet because when we get there, then we can re-update the strategy, revise things that was working well, and then we can decide how we going to track this further on. And just before we move on to my salary, my personal financing, how much I'm saving, before we dive deep on that, I want to invite you guys to subscribe to our channel. Here I am Dividend Fire and I record videos about dividend, sharing my journey to active retirement early as possible. So please subscribe to the channel, support us, and especially today is my birthday. It would be great if I get as a birthday gift your subscription. So if you're interested to see how this journey is following and see myself sharing all my experience, I'll be sharing everything. So please subscribe so we can share this experience as well. And please always comment about your own experience as well, because the sharing is a very valuable thing and it would be very interesting if you guys join on that. So my personal finance, my salary is over $3,000 monthly. YouTube earnings, I put my YouTube earnings here, 0. I don't have YouTube earnings and my channel is not monetized, but I want you guys to know that I'll be sharing all my YouTube earnings here in the channel as well, because it will be another source of income. So I want to bring it here as well, and I bet it will be interesting for you guys to see how the channel is performing financially, as well as you guys watching, subscribe to the channel, interacting with the channel is also part of it. So it will be interesting to share this. I'll be discussing some momentum things that's happened in my finance, such as mortgage and the amount that I'm investing every month. So that's the plan. My monthly salary, I intend to pay extra on the mortgage, so I finish my mortgage earlier. We will be talking about my mortgage briefly soon. I intend to invest $500 every single month. This $500 month will be around 14% of my whole salary. So I could say, okay, I invest 14% of my salary, and I intend to increase this over the time, but so far that's the plan for 2023, okay? But let's see how this actually playing on reality. So I don't have my mortgage yet, but we get to there. So I have been this year putting $500 every month, but on July and August I have missed this $500. That's why, because my mortgage. I'll be starting my mortgage soon. I'm buying a house very soon. So I had to stop this $500 monthly that I was doing till I get the mortgage, just to get my finance as clean as possible so I don't have struggles with the bank. But when my mortgage starts, so I'll be able to continue my 500. So 500 a month is a total of 6,000 for the year. So far I'm just the half of the year, and I'll be missing in 2 months. I will try to refill these missing months here. I'll see if I'll be able to do. But when I start my mortgage, also I'll be doing 500 extra mortgage payments. So I'll be putting 500 every month for this mortgage payment because I want to pay my mortgage faster. When I finalize my mortgage, it will mean that I'll have less expenses. Rent is my biggest expenses. Then when I buy a house, the mortgage payment will be my biggest expenses of the month. So when I finish my mortgage, I'll have less expense, which means I need also less money to retire. So we'll make my retirement more achievable as well. So it's part of my strategy to retire early, is finalize my mortgage as early as possible. So that is the plan. Pay 500 mortgage monthly and invest 500 monthly. That's for 2023. Let's see how this will play. I'll be sharing with you guys how it's working, if it's working, if it's not working, or even if I'm upgrading if I'm able to invest even more, I'll be sharing everything. So let's quickly discuss about my portfolio and my dividend strategy for now on. My portfolio, I have stocks that I bought in previous years when I wasn't yet a dividend investor. I had different strategies, and my strategy changed when I started the dividend investing. When I decided I have the goal to retire early, my strategy of investing changed. So there are stocks here that I want to sell, stocks that I still intend to hold but are not dividend payers, that we are not be covering this channel anymore. Because this channel is about, I want to share my dividend journey to retire as possible. I'll be buying stocks in my portfolio now on just dividend paying stocks, following some criteria that we'll be discussing further in the video as well. I won't consider my total portfolio 25,000 anymore. I will just be considering the stocks that pay dividends. So that's what we cover for now on, only dividend payer stocks. This is a dividend portfolio. So forget all the other holdings that I hold, and I won't be covering them further on. That's an important step for me, as I can focus more on what really matters for me on this journey. And some of this position, eventually I will get to sell them, and I will convert this money to dividend payer stocks. And when I do that, I will come to the channel and I will share it as I've done before when I sold Visa, MasterCard, when I sold some shares of Meta. I did that and I shared in a video. So that's why I highly recommend you guys to subscribe, so follow all this progress so you won't miss anything. So saying that, after we leave just the dividend payers on the portfolio, you can say that we can say that my portfolio is in total of $12,000. And let's discuss now a bit about my dividend strategy, why I buy those shares and which type of shares I'm going for it, how is my dividend strategy, which stocks I'm buying. I try to get my dividend stocks at least starting yield of 5%. I want to be happy that I bought the stocks and I'm happy. They pay at least 5% and this will make me happy. So that's an important mark for me. Some people consider that very aggressive. They consider this a high yield, but for me is amount of money I'm happy that the company is paying back. So it's a personal journey. So for me personally, I'm happy starting for 5% yield. And so you can see here my stocks, they start at least 5%, some very high yielders. But you see that I have very small yielders as well. This NND for you can be a weird ticker, but it is from European stock exchange, so that's weird for you, but it's 10 cents. They're not a dividend payer, but they do pay dividends sometimes. So I added they are making part here, but I intend to sell them because they're very too much a small dividend that for me is not matching the goals is not matching my goals. So I'll be eventually selling this. JP Morgan, Microsoft, and Apple, they are below this starting 5%, but I had bought them before and they're very strong companies, so I decided to leave them in my portfolio, and they will be there. I don't intend to add any more of those shares, but I will keep the ones I already had. Then you can see some high yielders such as MPW that I'm down quite a lot, Verizon down quite a lot as well, Crown Castle. So you could argue that my portfolio is too risky, but my strategy is to build my own ETF. I don't intend to buy ETFs. I don't intend to buy SHG, for example, is a dividend ETF that a lot of people love, and I respect that, but it's not my idea. I want to create my own ETF. So I'm starting stocks now. I'm buying stocks now, such as MPW, Verizon, because I believe those stocks, they have a strong potential for the future. I consider they a very is a business that will be there for long years, and I believe that the market is pricing them, is being very unreasonable with them at the moment. So through that beliefs, I'm going against the market. I'm going against the what most people believe in the market. So could be dangerous, but I have a strong belief that this will work, because we can see this happen in the market many times. One example here, when I bought ABR, when ABR was in the mud, there was short sellers, articles all about ABR saying they're awful. I did my own research and I saw that it was a strong company and that the market was being unreasonable. And at the moment, seems like I was right, because the stock ever since it shoot up, came a lot of good news, and then people realized, oh yeah, that was actually a good stock, and people was overreacting. Same US bank, regional banks was on fire because some regional banks was breaking, but it wasn't the case of US bank. US bank is the 50th largest bank in US. They are so big that's nearly not considered a regional bank, but it is. So the market was classifying as some weaker regional banks that was nearly breaking, and comparing with the ones that was broken. So I thought different, and I went buying the stocks, and now it's up 10% since the market realized that they were overreact. So that's the way. That's how my strategy is. At every year, different stocks, different sectors will be receiving some overreaction on the market, maybe unreasonable for the short term, but in the long term, we actually see if the stocks is good or not, and if it wasn't just an overreaction, they eventually will get the price up. And who bought when everyone was down it, when everyone didn't want it, will be benefit from a very nicer yield. So that's my goal. And also a very important part of the stocks I buy, I want a very good dividend record, a very good track that they have been increasing the dividend at least for nearly 10 years. So Tencent doesn't fit this criteria. Again, I bought them when I wasn't thinking about dividend investing. Same for JP Morgan, Microsoft, and Apple, but they do fit this criteria. But then these stocks that I've been buying this year for this dividend goal purpose, you see they have at least 10 years or at least close, and some of them are incredible, like Verizon and Realty Income, that they have way more than 10 years. So that's my dividend investing strategy, just so you guys have an idea what I'll be doing further on. And please leave your comments what you think about my strategy, what you do yourself. Please share in the comments. So let's discuss how far or how close I am from the goal. So I have over 12,000 now invested in my dividend portfolio. So we can say I beat the mark of 10,000, and my next goal is 25,000. So we are in the road here for 25,000, and that will be our goal, and where I'll be very aggressive to achieve that as early as possible. So with my portfolio of over 12,000, I have a dividend a yield on cost of over 5%. That's nice. An expectation to receive an annual income from my dividends of over $700, which is really nice. So I'm so excited to add more money to this portfolio, to reinvest my dividends, so we'll reach our goal, or better, my goal of 25,000. And please guys, subscribe to the channel. To support me is really important for me, have the support so I can continue. I will continue regardless of the channel not. This is my life and my goal, and I will continue on that. But it's important you guys subscribe and interact with the channel, so I'm more motivated to share this growth, this progress. I'll be doing regardless is my life, but I'll be sharing, but it will be sharing that I need the support from you guys to feel that I'm not alone. So that's very important. Please, your support will be highly appreciated, okay? So that's all for today. Thanks everyone. See you guys on the next video. Bye bye.